Sometimes it feels like the whole world is in on some secret agreement, an agreement to constantly remind me that who I am isn't enough, that I'm supposed to be someone else. Better, smarter, calmer, more productive, more driven, more attractive, more impressive, more everything. But who decided that? Who made the rules that say I need to be on some endless journey of becoming? Why is it so hard to just exist without apologizing for it? Why do I always feel like I need to change? And change into what exactly? Even when I do make progress, when I do grow or achieve something, it never feels like it's enough. There's always a new version of better that I haven't reached yet. Another way to be more grateful, more emotionally intelligent, more disciplined, more healed. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling like a project I'll never finish. Every day is another checklist, more journaling, less screen time. Go to therapy, read more, wake up early, be mindful, be strong, be gentle, be productive, don't overthink. But don't ignore your emotions either. Be present, be aware, be calm. And if I'm not doing all that, if I'm not constantly improving, then what, I'm failing? What if I just want to breathe? What if I don't feel like changing today or tomorrow? What if I want to just stay here for a while, in this version of myself, without guilt? Is that so wrong? People say things like, "You're too closed off. You should open up more." But I'm comfortable with silence. Why is that a problem? You lack ambition. But what if I don't want a six-figure job and a packed calendar? What if peace means more to me than power? You need to forgive and let go. But what if I'm still hurting? What if I'm not ready? Why does everything I feel have to be worked on or improved? They call it growth, but sometimes it just feels like pressure wearing a self-help mask. You don't journal every morning, shame on you. You don't meditate, you're not self-aware. You're not constantly working on your inner child, lazy. But what if I'm just tired? What if I don't want to fix myself? What if I'm not broken? Sometimes I want to scream, stop trying to make me better. Why can't I just be who I already am? I have my habits, my weird routines, my moods, my silence when I can't find the words, my anxiety that comes out of nowhere, my messy bedroom, and overthinking and short bursts of energy followed by long waves of nothing, my kindness, my fear, my complicated, quiet love. And if that doesn't fit your definition of evolved, that's okay, I didn't ask for approval. Why do I need to justify standing still? Why do I feel guilty for not chasing something all the time? Why do we treat peace like a red flag? Why is stillness seen as failure? I think somewhere along the way we confuse growth with self-punishment. We started calling pressure motivation, started worshiping progress like a religion, even if it means losing ourselves along the way. Every day we're fed this idea that we should be more, but maybe that constant push to improve isn't always healthy. Maybe it's just another way to stay anxious. The other day I found an old picture of myself, maybe 9 or 10 years old, just sitting on the grass, eating something, smiling like an idiot. No filters, no pretending, no expectations. And I remembered that version of me. He didn't feel like he had to change. He just existed, fully, clumsily, loudly, quietly, without shame. When did that become wrong? I'm not against change, really I'm not, but only when it comes from inside. Not when it's forced by Instagram coaches or self-help influencers or some imaginary scoreboard of who's winning at life. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is not change. To stay where you are, to feel what you feel, to sit in it, and still believe you are enough. If no one's ever told you this, let me be the first. You don't need to change to deserve love. You don't need to heal perfectly to belong. You don't need to be more interesting or more productive or more anything. You're allowed to just be. You don't have to be the best version of yourself today or tomorrow or ever. If you're tired of fixing yourself, if you're tired of feeling like a never-ending self-improvement project, I get it. Me too. And maybe that's okay. Maybe this is the most honest version of growth, the kind where you stop running and start resting. You don't have to change. Not for them, not for the timeline, not for the algorithm, not for the imaginary voice in your head that says you're never enough. You were never meant to be a constant project. You were meant to be a person.